For me recently, and from what I've seen from my clients and others, I've seen many of us just out of alignment, out of sorts, feeling a little confused and lost. You're not alone. We're all going through it. I feel there's a huge shift happening with this energy. I'm kind of sure of what's going on, but I want to unravel and process it with you, what I feel that's going on. I feel that we are massively shifting into a new frequency that is now being really heightened from a lot of us, even for those that aren't really spiritual, aren't really conscious. They're feeling it, and I see it with friends and family. And I wanted to share with you how I'm processing and navigating these uncomfortable feelings, because you're finding that things aren't working like they used to, and they're not supposed to. And I'm going to share more on that, because we are going into this new, as we call it, new energy. I feel like if we break things down and start to take out the layers, we get back to our truth of who we are, truth of how we're moving and how we're navigating all of this. You know, like I shared, what once worked is not working anymore, and the way you move and things just aren't connecting. And, you know, for many of you are going through a spiritual awakening, and I've been through many of these, and I feel like we're breaking free into like another awakening. So if you can resonate, please let me know, share in the comments below. But one of the biggest reasons we suffer, especially at this moment in time, is because we have so much resistance. Is because you're fighting against what's coming and what is happening, these shedding of layers. And it's getting to the point now where our old diet, old emotions, old patterns are just not serving us very heavily. Like if you feel like you're going backwards sometimes, it's because sometimes we feel that is what we've always done, but it's not. It's actually breaking down. It's actually unraveling this control we feel we have, and we don't have control. I love what Michael Beckwith shares about. There's the truth, and then there's the real truth, and that we are moving through what we find is the truth of this control. If I do this, we get that. If I be this, I do this. But actually, we can work with the law of attraction, and we can work in our favor in the sense of we can design our life, but the true ultimate is not really having any control and having that total surrender. We've got to stop forcing things. If you're having a lot of resistance, don't see it as you've got to push through. Carl C shared in one of the events that I went to last year in LA last June, July, and he shared that imagine that there's a wall here, and these are what you're trying to get through. These, as you would call it, breakthroughs before, just this wall, and you're here. And what we used to do, and especially if you're in the law of attraction space, self-development, we want to smash it through, we want to hustle, we want to get through it, break free from it. And that's not working anymore. You know, that stress and that doing hard work, doing as many hours as we can. Now it's about just allowing to allow what needs to come up to surface, and letting that butterfly emerge from the cocoon. So if you're going through a very stale, what feels like a stale period, a very dull, I've been going through this for such a long time, whereas like nothing's really moving, or what we think is moving. You know about the bamboo, it's interesting that you feel on the surface nothing's moving, nothing's shifting, but underneath it is shifting. And there's an iceberg analogy as well, you know, like the work is really at the core, at the roots, and that's what we're doing now. And if we allow our time to be present, to be still, and not try and move too many things, do too many things. That's why going into these resets, these detoxes can really help us bring back into alignment and allow to whatever needs to come up. I'm not saying do nothing. No, we still need to take action and do things, but without the resistance. And that's what I want to keep reinforcing, is having no resistance and moving with much more flow and grace, and harmonize that within. Because if we're fighting something that's constantly just not working, we have to just surrender and go, okay. I regularly say to the universe, I give up, I surrender. What do you need? What do I need to see here? What do I need to receive? What's emerging? What's coming through right now? It's not working, nothing's going my way, I've got no control, and that's totally fine. I'm just going to allow it, let it surface. And then that butterfly emerges, and instead of trying to smash and really hit that and keep going and pushing through like we used to, no, now we're allowed to just be still and allow to emerge, allow to strip away all the unnecessary burdens, the sabotaging. And what happens is you naturally gravitate to the foods that are in alignment with you, that are healthy, that are raw, like the raw food diet, people, behaviors that are in your most highest self, highest level that you can be. Now, a simple practice to reconnect is just being still, is just being present. Create space in your diet, in your mind, and in your life. And that could just look like simplifying your meals, not having too many meals throughout the day, practicing intermittent fasting. 2 meals a day I do intermittent fasting between, usually I eat in a window of 6 to 8 hours. I eat between either 10 and 4 or 12 and 6 generally. Sometimes a little bit longer, 8 hours, but very simple foods, sitting in silence, even just for 10 minutes, of just being present, sitting there, doing nothing else. You could be lying down, you could be sat. Just allow yourself to be instead of doing. And this is where clarity will emerge. If you want to delve deeper into these practices that help you uncover your self-sabotaging behaviors, if you're feeling stuck, you're having a lot of resistance, and I do have my membership group, join that. It's not just about the diet. I mean, I offer lots of recipes, a lot of guidance in, practices that can help you from binge eating and emotional comfort eating, but we really dig deep at the root cause of what is causing your suffering, and have not just an abundance in your diet of all the fresh fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds, but also in the way you move, in the way you live your life. So if you're ready to go deeper, I'll see you in there. If you like this video, thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe, and also turn on the bell notifications to be notified of when the next videos are. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.